Hey everyone, today we have a brand new special limited edition release from Harpoon in Boston, Massachusetts. Harpoon, of course, is a Boston-based brewery, and they are once again collaborating with a Boston institution, Dunkin Donuts. This is the Dunkin Brown Sugar Shaken Espresso Stout. This is certainly not the first time that Harpoon and Dunkin have collaborated. In fact, one of the first beers of Harpoon that I ever tried was many years ago when they had a Dunkin Coffee Porter, one of my favorite beers that they've ever done. So I'm excited to try this one. A few interesting things about this is the fact that the can literally says to shake it, because this is a nitro. I'm of course skeptical because I feel like I'm going to shake this thing up, open it up, and it's going to explode all over the place. But can literally says shake it and pour it hard. This beer clocks in at 6% ABV, so let's shake it and pour it out. Okay, that was an interesting pouring experience. It absolutely could have been worse. Like, that could have just exploded all over the place. I was, like I said, skeptical about shaking it. But I kid you not, it literally says it on the can. And to prove it, there you go. Anyway, moving past the fact that all conventional logic and wisdom says do not shake your beer, this is a nitro. And so we're obviously, getting that thick, creamy head of foam that we always associate with a nitro. If you saw on the pour, it looked like it was like 90-100% foam. And with nitro beers, you have to let them sit and you have to let them settle out because that foam will eventually settle. And yeah, but that's very standard with nitro beers. So for appearance, it's exactly what we'd expect. It's a stout, it's dark, and we got that nice thick head of foam on there. So now we're going to talk about the scent and then we're going to taste it. It's like a nice sweetness there to it. It is a Dunkin. There is actual brewed Dunkin in this beer. So we're gonna get notes of coffee. And the sweetness is probably like that brown sugar that we have. Yeah, we're just gonna have to taste this one. All right, definitely a sweetness there that, okay, I like this one. We got coffee in the aftertaste and the foretaste. And it definitely tastes like Dunkin Donuts coffee. If you've had Dunkin Donuts coffee, you know exactly what a Dunkin coffee tastes like. So it's definitely Dunkin coffee. The sweetness is actually kind of a nice touch because with the coffee porter, you got the Dunkin coffee and the roastiness of the beer. With this one, you're getting that extra level, or that extra layer, I should say, where that molassesy flavor comes in. Being a big fan of the original Dunkin Coffee Porter, it's hard to separate because I'm not a huge fan of the sweetness in this one, but we're going to take one more sip. I'd say it is well balanced though. It's sweeter than the Coffee Porter, but it's still really good. I like this beer. The mouthfeel, it's a nitro, so I love the creaminess of this. It's really smooth. I like it. I just wish it was not quite as sweet, but I think that's just me still loving the original Dunkin Coffee Porter. So it is a good beer. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It is limited edition, so go out in the Massachusetts area, try and find this one if you can. I recommend it, 7 out of 10. If you've had this or any other beer from Harpoon, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And if there's a favorite beer you'd like me to try, let me know as well, because I would love to try it. Until next time, cheers.